So the first round of the French presidential elections yesterday. Let's analyse them and let's have a think as to what's going to happen on Sunday, the 24th of April. And joining me is Peter Allen, Paris-based journalist. Peter, good evening.
Good evening, Nigel.
First comment, a quick comment. Everyone here is talking about Macron v Le Pen, and they're all ignoring the fact that Jean-Luc Mélenchon of the pretty hard left got 22% of the vote and wasn't that far behind Marine Le Pen. And what we've seen is the traditional Conservative Party and socialist parties in France, they've almost disappeared, haven't they?
Absolutely incredible changes in French politics, Nigel. The Gaullists, the Conservative Party of Charles de Gaulle, absolutely wiped out yesterday, less than 5%. It lost its deposit and will not get its expenses refunded now. They are literally crowdfunding an appeal for 7 million euros. Imagine de Gaulle, that happening in de Gaulle's days. Socialists, forget them. They were in government under François Hollande just 5 years ago. Yep. They polled at just under 2%. Imagine that, wiped out as well. Meanwhile, as you say, you have extremist parties. Now, you have extremist parties like Mélenchon's getting 22, 23%.
Yeah, I mean, all of the BBC today and others call Le Pen far right. I was having a look at her economic policies. Strikes me that her economic policies are quite in line with the hard left Mélenchon.
Yes, absolutely. She has got a very anti-capitalist feel to her, certainly her economic agenda, and in many ways her social agenda as well. She is somebody who's hugely sceptical of the huge organizations that play such an important part in all our lives. For example, the banks. The banks haven't looked after her at all here in France over the years. She's had to go abroad for financing. She has an anti-establishment view. She has removed Brexit from her agenda, but there's no doubt Marine Le Pen presidency would be a huge thorn in the side to the European project, should be attacking it from the within. So yes, all kinds of anti-establishment noises from Marine Le Pen. And I think that's a very, very fair comparison with Mélenchon in some respects, Nigel.
Yeah, it just interests me looking at this and some of the lazy terminology, perhaps, that we use. Now, Peter, my theory is this. I watched all of this 5 years ago. I watched the debate. I saw Macron completely outwitted and outplayed her, from the very start. He won the sort of gamesmanship before. She performed terribly in that debate. And many thought she might get 41, 42% last time. She finished up getting 34. Seems to me that debate on the 20th of April is going to be the absolute key to this election. Do you agree?
Couldn't agree more, Nigel. I think that's an outstanding analysis, especially from somebody who doesn't even live in France. I think you've got it absolutely spot on there. Everybody is talking about that debate, that live debate, 4 days before the second round, as the real game, potentially the real game changer, the one that really tells us who's going to win this time round. Marine Le Pen has pretty much said that she spent the last 5 years locked in a room many hours during the day, revising all the issues she got wrong last time. Fair play to her. She said that she was humiliated in many respects over key issues then. Her view is that you improve in life. I think a lot of people are behind on that. Other very famous presidents have got into the Élysée after a few attempts. François Mitterrand, it took him a couple of times before, a couple of elections before he got in. Jacques Chirac, the late Jacques Chirac, obviously the late François Mitterrand as well. But she feels as though she is learning all the time. She's taking new ideas on board, and she thinks she's got a chance in that debate, Nigel.
We're going to see on the 20th. It'll decide everything. And there's one other reason why it matters, and that is, unlike the last American elections or British elections, they don't have large-scale postal voting in France. It's about turning up on the day. Peter Allen, we're going to speak to you more in the course of the next couple of weeks, and thank you for joining me this evening.